Platinum X here, once again, MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. So this is picked up right off where I left off with the last episode, where it was kind of just cut short due to time. So I'm still, recovering from a mission, a successful mission that I was able to salvage a Panther off the battlefield. It has a tier 1 PPC, that's nice. So we'll repair that. I always like to repair components before like stripping the mech or throwing it in cold storage or whatever I'm going to do with this mech. I always like, because I'm not really sure I'm going to repair them and use this mech. Repair cost, actually the repair cost is not that bad. The reason I said I might not repair it is because the center torso, anytime the center torso is destroyed, that is the most expensive repair cost. That is the engine. But again, 500,000 is not bad. And that includes the increased cost from repairing in a conflict zone. I'm not really sure why this... Oh, Merc. So I guess when I hit Reputation 5, it unlocked the DLC for encountering other mercenary groups while on your missions. So this is like just the tutorial type shit for encountering mercs. And basically I'll just go over that. The little icon indicates what merc unit is operating in this area. Once you get closer, you'll see a circle showing you exactly what systems are in their area of operation. Any mission taken where another mech unit is operating, you have the chance of them dropping in during the mission and either assisting you in the mission or attacking you. Alright, so I need to get to an industrial hub to make repairs, hire a new pilot, and hopefully, I'm looking for a hero mech. Alright, Reputation 5 is over here. So as far as the progression, the difficulty progression, that falls kind of in line with a reputation, meaning we've taken jobs, we've earned money, and we most likely have acquired more mechs, more pilots, and can take on more difficult missions. So the recommended reputation kind of falls in line with the difficulty, and also the increased overall tonnage weight that you're actually dropping into the scenario. So it would be nice to get close enough to one of these to find a hero mech, preferably a heavy mech. I would like to pick up a heavy mech at this point. So there's one thing you can do when doing these searches for, because it costs money every system you jump. 150,000, 50,000. It's 50,000 per system that you go through. So again, 250,000 jump over here, 150 just to get to this industrial hub. That's the nearest, but again, I can't. I could go just one system closer right there to reveal what's in that. Let me see if there's any other missions in this area that I care to do before I move out of it. Not so far. No. So I'm kind of in between. There's another industrial hub down there. And actually, the lower reputation zones that are... Well, actually, this being the campaign, that may not be true. But if you were to start a career in Liao, you'd start off down here. So the lower reputation areas are down here. But again, this being the campaign, that may not necessarily be true. But I could just say screw Liao, since Davian invades them later and just completely stomps on their nuts, crushes their nuts. Like literally just cuts the whole top part of Liao space off and absorbs it into Davian. And then even independent pockets open up down here in Liao. It really is a severe blow to Liao when that invasion takes place later on in the timeline, which you will get the prompt if you have the DLC to take part in, which you will be on the side of Davian attacking Liao. Up here in the Tikhonov area. If I can find it. Yeah, there's Tikhonov right there. And I believe it might also include that system. But anyway, like it literally just cuts this whole top portion of Liao space off and absorbs it into Davian. I could focus on increasing my reputation with Davian and just say, you know, hey, let me stomp on those nuts too, okay? Or I kind of like to repair reputation with all houses for the mech market, or just for the overall market aspect of the buying and selling price bonuses. I don't really like having a negative with any house, but sometimes it's hard to find work if you're not wanting to attack anybody other than pirates, which there's not enough pirate activity to focus on pirates alone. So having said that, what I'm going to do right now is save. And then what we can do now, since we've saved it, well, let's go ahead and speak with Rihanna.
New contract just came in, Commander. But before I get to that, I've been digging for more information on the mercenary group that came after us. Black Inferno are a very nasty piece of work. Not that we didn't already know that. By every account, they operate without regard to civilian rights and protection, raiding and pillaging at will. More like pirates than mercenaries. They're also extremely evasive. I see them pop up on the Mercenary Review Board's records from time to time, but not with enough frequency to justify their size, wealth, or sheer power. It also makes tracking their movements extremely difficult. I'll keep searching and see what more I can find. Spears said he'll do the same.
Good. We all want our pound of flesh from these bastards. So, what about this new contract?
Yeah, could be interesting. Seems a group of indentured employees, part of the Apex Mining Syndicate, are being taken advantage of and are suffering under horrendous working conditions. In an attempt to force the Syndicate to the bargaining table, the workers want us to inflict some serious damage on two of the Syndicate's more critical mining installations. They believe the only language these people understand is the almighty Sibyl. It's hard to argue with that logic.
Sounds like a noble cause.
Maybe, but they're ready and willing to pay for our services, and we could use some more Seabills ourselves. I've filed the mission briefing already. You just need to sign off on the operation and get us where we need to go.
Copy that.
Okay, so the new transmission basically is this. This is the campaign, not a side quest, so to speak. So as I said before, every one of these conflict zones, or conflict zone. So I've already done the quest line here, which was only one mission, and then the quest line in this conflict area was 2 missions, which was the last episode, Inferno's Wake. I just completed that mission. So then there's 2 other conflict zones opened up right here. You can see that transmission icon. You don't necessarily have to go to this system. The moment you enter this conflict area at any location, you'll then be able to see the transmission just like we did here, view transmission, to accept that quest line. A lot of them, especially on house lines right here, which this is basically a big Davian Karita front line, so there's a bunch of missions pitting Davian and Karita forces against each other. Some missions will be available where you're employed by Davian, and a lot of other missions where you're employed by Karita. So there could be independent factions here as well, but it's mostly Davian and Karita facing off against each other in this frontline conflict zone. So again, basically, when you get there, when you view this transmission, you'll be picking sides. Are you working for Davian or are you working for Karita? This one over here, I haven't been to yet. So Reputation 5, when I get over here, I think it was showing before I jumped over. Like, I think I was here and it was showing, and then I jumped over here and it disappeared. But there is also a quest line of missions in this zone. But this particular right here is the overall campaign. We're on the campaign. You have to do the campaign to get the platinum trophy. So this is the next mission in the campaign lineup. So hurting the syndicate where it counts most in their pockets might just give these miners the leverage they need to get better working conditions and possibly something approaching fair pay. The mission is simple: ground and pound. Locate 2 facilities and do as much damage as possible. Do that and we'll help send them a message they hopefully can't ignore. So this is basically, sounds like a demolition type thing where we're going in to destroy some buildings or installations, not necessarily to destroy mechs. Which, I mean, we certainly can destroy mechs, because again, as I sign off in most episodes, see you next time to blow more shit up and rip some heads off. You know what I mean? So we'll certainly do that when the opportunity presents itself. But it sounds to me like this basically is a series of demolition type missions. But let's go ahead and get started on that, since it is the campaign. And these missions usually take place, well, actually, it's not that far away. It's actually on our path of progression as far as the reputation recommendation. So again, the campaign will lead us all the way over here, then up here, you know. So actually the campaign kind of like, you're leaving like way up in this area. So the campaign takes you all over the place. So anyway, I guess since it's taking us in that direction, we'll go ahead and head toward this industrial zone to make repairs. And hopefully... Alright, I'm going to fly to this system here, hopefully revealing what's there. Now this basically does not incur any increased cost by stopping at the first system, rather than just a continuous line of jumps. But it does, however, increase the number of days to get there, because the first jump is 13 days. Each additional system is another 7 days. So by stopping along that path anywhere does increase the number of days to get to your destination, if you understand that. But the whole objective here is to reveal these icons to see what's here, so I know exactly what system I want to go to. I was hoping to get some icons pop up down here, because again, I would really love to find a hero mech. There are hero mech variants of most mech types, and the hero mech variants are in most cases better variants, but not in all cases. I would mostly just like to find me a heavy mech. So these 2 icons here are rare mechs, meaning they're fully repaired, do not need additional repair, but they do, I mean, you're purchasing them at full price versus picking them up off a battlefield and then just getting them for a fraction of the cost of what they would normally cost for simply just repairing them. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump over here. Now, we're doing good on money right now, because again, I've been doing full payout for most missions until recently. It's a rare commando, and then is equipped with a supercharger. So again, those supercharger components you do have to have a mech variant equipped for it. Now, this actually is not a bad mech. It's not really one that I want to spend 2 million C-bills on, considering it's only a 25-ton mech, and would easily be salvageable off the battlefield for like anywhere from 9 to 12 salvage points. But 2 SRM4s, a medium laser. Those SRM4s can be these things are fast. They'll get up on you and just do a lot of damage to you really quickly with them SRMs. Shadowhawk is a 55-ton medium mech. It's almost 4 million credits. It would cost over 4 million by the time you buy it and fully repair it. Or about 4 million. It really would. I think the repairs could be done within that 250. So it'd be like overall like 4 million. Again, that's not a price I'm willing to pay for a medium mech. Vulcan, 3 million, needs repairs. Again, not really willing to pay that price. Hire a pilot though. We do need a pilot. Here is overall skill category 38, meaning when you add up the maximum across all of his skills, he can, you know, it's a total of 38 points. That's actually not bad. His ballistic is already starting out at 5, maxes out at 6. Energy already, all of his weapons are already at 5. That's more than any of my other pilots. I mean, I've got 332. He's at 3. He's at 3, and they're only they've been piloting mechs that only have energy weapons, and they're still only at 3.
Let's do this, Commander.
So this pilot right here is a good. This is nice because he's got 5 already in all weapon categories. 36.
I'll be watching.
This one too is not bad.
Ready, sir. Let's get to work.
The difference between these two is this one's got 2 more point max on ballistic weapons.
Ready, sir. Let's get to work. I hope your techs know that. Ready, sir. Let's get to work.
I like to read their little background too. Thayer was practically raised on Liao Davian front line, and as such, she was more or less expected to become a mech warrior. She spent enough time in a battle mech that it's beginning to become second nature to her. Despite having seen plenty of combat, the horror of combat are beginning to weigh heavy on her mind. That's not a good. It's not a good end note there.
Let's do this, Commander.
Right here, like the last line in this one says, "Not a good sign." Again, these are low level. Like these are low. I mean, again, they max out, so they're not certainly the best pilots.
Ready, sir. Let's get to work.
Again, maximum you can get is 60. So the main character, Mason, the one that we're playing, maxes out at 60. That's maximum 10. That's the highest you can go in any category is 10. And there's 6 categories, so again, 60 is the maximum. So 38's, you know, mid-level. I'm going to go ahead and pick up Thayer. I'm not buying another mech in this particular spot. Alright, now we've got icons open up down here. But again, no hero mech icons. A lot of arena. A lot of arena action. Alright, so what I'm going to do is... I kind of want to jump over here to look at that mech. Now again, every system you go to, sometimes looking for components is a scavenger hunt. So I didn't even look at the equipment list that was available. But I'm not exactly at a point where I'm ready to start just picking up inventory items just to have them when I need them. Like, so I specifically need to be looking at my loadouts and build, like which mechs I'm using, and you know, looking for specific. Which at this point I'm really not looking for anything more than a tier 1. As long as I've got a tier 1 for all of my components, I'm happy with that for right now. It's not like I'm at a point where I'm ready to start getting better. But as I said before, those cantina jobs are excellent opportunity to get higher tier weapons. Alright, so it's a rare Jenner. I don't care for the Jenner. I don't want that Jenner. It is a supercharged Jenner. So instead of jump jets, it has a speed booster. So that is an interesting variant of the Jenner, but not one that I'm willing to spend 3 million credits on. Seavilles. The Blackjack, that's not bad, but do I want to spend 3 million? Not really. I'd like to find a heavy mech. That's what I would really like to find. Now, it's funny that I just mentioned equipment. In that last system, I didn't even look at equipment. But here we've got an LBX-10 autocannon. Love it. It's a more advanced variant of the autocannon. The LBX can be very devastating. So I'm not sure what tier it is. Let's take a look. I don't care for these AC2s. They are extremely long range, but they do such minimal damage. But again, they have such a fast rate of fire. So the range and rate of fire, you can like quickly whittle down, you know, some opponents, and good for taking out vehicles at long range. I mean, these things do have, you know, I mean, they are, you know, useful, beneficial. Again, range, rate of fire. However, they're very heavy for the damage that they do. They're very heavy, so it's usually the weight is why I don't normally use like this type of weapon. LBX-10 AC, a tier 3, that is 2 million credits. Very tempted to buy that. Very tempted. I mean, I could put that on my Centurion. But how many missions so far have I been like worried about getting my arm blown off? You know, like the last mission. I barely escaped before getting my arm blown off. So again, just by having my arm blown off, 2 million credits out the window. Gone. Bye-bye. So... not sure I'm at a place where I want to spend 2 million credits, considering I only have 7, and I'm looking to buy a heavy mech. Not really sure I want to spend 2 million on a gun that could get blowed off. Of course, I would never allow it to get blow off. I would just restart the mission and redo it. So having said that, as long as there's ammo here for it, I'm buying it. Superchargers. Now sometimes these things are on the like treasure or the equipment. The equipment cantina missions sometimes we'll collect so many of Mark III superchargers and turn them in. So I normally buy these. I'm not going to right now because again my money situation is not the best. I do have 2 LBX-10 or LB-10X AC ammo. It doesn't really cost that much to buy these, so I'm going to go ahead and pick up these 2 and buy that autocannon. Also has a tier 3 ERPPC, almost pretty much 6 million. 1.6. So there's almost 2 more million on a gun. Tier 2 lasers, medium lasers. Now this PPCX, that's something that must be new from this last DLC that was released, so I'm not really familiar with those. But I would never buy Tier 3 except for the equipment, like Cantina mission turn-in type stuff, to turn in so many. And these 20 racks, I don't have any mechs that can hold a 20 rack, but again, these are very expensive weapons. So a lot of times your loadout, like the equipment, like the weapons that you put on a mech, could outvalue the mech itself. Alright, there's nothing else here I'm going to buy, but I do need to make repairs. Go to loadout. This autocannon needs repaired. So it almost got destroyed. Even that medium laser almost got destroyed. Because again, I got hit in the back. As you can see right there, if you look at that center torso, that front armor was only like half damaged on the front. I got nailed in the rear. My rear armor got peeled off, and I took structural damage to the center core, to the center torso internals. That's how that laser got damaged, because I got structure damage from the rear. I'm gonna go ahead and just hit repair all, because this autocannon needed repaired. Again, it's just kind of like a pet peeve type thing, to where I cannot stand having damaged items in my inventory. So I would rather repair it and then later swap it out with that new LBX that I just purchased. Alright, now this mech, again a PPC that needs repaired. Do I have a replacement for this? I do. I've got 4 replacements for it. But I want to make sure the armor is maxed out. Now actually, since there's no weapon on this arm, I could take this armor out of the arm. And now one trick you can do is use in a contract negotiation, put a point into repairs to damage cost. Because if that arm gets blowed off, it might be a way to wind up making more money than it costs to repair the mech, and more money than like a point in just straight C bills would pay. So anyway, so I'm going to take the armor out of that arm, and I can put that other heat sink back on here. Now I'm not really sure I need that many heat sinks for just one PPC and an SRM4. Now, to be honest, I really don't care for this mech because it only has 2 weapons. What I can do, I don't have any. I was going to swap that out for a large laser. I got a tier 0 large laser. Or I could do it a large chemical laser. But for the large chemical laser, I don't need all these heat sinks, but what I do need is ammo that I do not have and is not available. So, so much for that idea. We'll stick with the PPC. I could remove some jump jets. Like there's 1 more ton right there, and throw on a 6 rack. But considering it's a tier 0 6 rack, I'm going to put those jump jets back on here. So again, I'm basically just repairing this thing. I think I took 1 heat sink off to max out my armor. And because the center torso was destroyed, you see their engine and gyro repair, 373,000. Again, that is the biggest repair cost. But again, 500,000 credits for a mech that costs at least 2 million from the mech market. It's a good, it's good salvage. It is taking quite a while to repair though, but again, I also have this fire starter that I haven't repaired. Loadout, or repair all, max armor. Now, since there are weapon on the arms, I do not want to sacrifice armor off of the arms. So, now I wouldn't normally take armor off of the head like this, except it's a light mech, and as I said in a previous episode, for some reason, it's just difficult to take the head off a light mech. You normally wind up damaging the center torso. Every time you're trying to hit the head, you wind up damaging the center torso. I don't really know if it's a glitch or something, or a design flaw, but light mechs are really difficult to take the heads off of. I'm not saying I've never done it. It's just not as easy as bigger, larger mechs. Just, you know, just saying. So, okay, so I took armor out of the head and legs. I got it, you know, oh, we need to... One quarter on the rear, 3/4 on the front. That's just general rule of thumb that I always follow. Go ahead and put the jump jets back on this thing. And small ooh, I got small pulse lasers. Nice. 4 tier 3 pulse lasers. Now, this being a light mech, I don't want to lose these components because, again, these arms will get blown off. Putting tier 3 items on it will make this a high value target, and they will most certainly target those arms and blow them off. So it's not really a good idea what I'm doing. But this is a mech that I myself will most certainly be piloting. I love this mech. And putting pulse lasers on this thing is like... I don't think I've ever done this. Like, I've never piloted one of these with all these tier 3 pulse lasers. Like, this is going to make this thing just insanely badass. But I now need ammo for this, so we'll pop some more jump jets off. Perfect. Oh shit, though, I have no heat sinks. So this is not really working out. So what I can do is take these medium pulse lasers off, put just regular medium lasers tier 1 on, because that's saving me 2 tons. Basically, the pulse lasers are twice the weight of a regular laser. So that's saved me 2 tons right there. So now I can put some heat sinks on here. And I can even go ahead, well, I don't want to take jump jets off entirely. So 2 jump jets is plenty just to get some air, you know, to get over some obstacles. And so normally what I would do is use 4 small lasers, which I don't even have that many small lasers right now. There's only 2 available to buy. There are 4, I could buy 2 more of these. They're not really expensive, they're kind of cheap. So I could use these, which then I would be able to put some more heat sinks on. Because again, they weigh half the weight of those pulse lasers. And these pulse lasers do not have good range. The range on this thing is, again, not good. But again, this is a good fast mech for demolition type missions. So, and the machine guns are great for demolition. So I'm going with it. Ooh, all right. Anyway, Now that I've spent half the episode, you know, yapping away, I think it is time to see what's up here. What's up here? But now we're close enough to actually get a look at what is what. Davian versus Karita there. This is the campaign mission, or the story. This right here is what I was talking about, the circle. So these are the only two systems there's missions in that this mercenary group is operating in. So if you take a mission in this area, it's possible this mercenary group will drop in on you and either engage you or assist you. There's a Liao against Davian. So again, I really don't want to do that. Liao against Independent. So again, as I said before, it is very difficult to only fight bandits. I mean, at some point, you got to pick a side. But again, this is the campaign mission. Let's go ahead and get up here. Mission contract. I don't know why this... Oh, this is regarding the mercenary units again, I guess. Again, we got to a reputation that kind of unlocked that DLC regarding the mercenaries. So that popped up because of the whole mercenary thing. Okay. Oh, and shit. So I still did not... Let me see what's up here. Hang on. Contracts. Campaign. We're broadcasting under the strictest of confidentiality. This message comes on behalf of the workers and residents living in the star systems controlled by the Apex Mining Syndicate. We are being literally worked to death, reduced to little more than slaves to help pad the Syndicate's bottom line. We've grown tired of this non-existent pay, low rations, and pitiful living conditions. Greedily, companies like Apex only understand one language, the mighty C-Build. So we have to hit them right in their pocketbook to get their attention. For this contract, we marked 2 critical installations that, if destroyed, will hurt Apex and hopefully force them to the negotiation table so we can take back control of our lives. Now, the drop weight is 200 tons. So I'm kind of getting in over my head considering I did not find a heavy mech that I was hoping to find. 18 points of salvage. Could possibly get us a medium mech, definitely a light mech, or 2 million credits. Considering that's a 1.5 million increase, I think I'm going to go full C-bill payout. Because again, this is more of a raid mission where all we got to do is destroy buildings and get out. And hang on. Got a couple of mechs still in repair here. Okay, so I'm dropping 45 tons under even at my max capability. Those 2 mechs aren't even done yet. So I am going in way under tonnage. And I've already accepted the mission, so there's no, I can't even go to Star Map. I can't back out now. So the question is, do I wait for one of these mechs to get repaired? 17 days. Still 17 days. This is a tough call. Fuck it. Oh, wait. Whoa. I want to go 50 under. I do want to go 50 under. Which means doing that. Actually, I would like to put Leon in this, considering he is the overall higher skilled. As far as max is concerned, he can go up to 43. But this dude is a captain and already has 5 points in all those categories. Alright, let's do this. Again, raid. Don't have to... And I'm going full C-bill payout, which means I don't really even have to destroy any mechs at all.
Hangar doors open. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors
Okay,
online.
so...
Weapons online. All systems nominal.
I suspect you're going to enjoy this one, Commander. I've marked on your map the 2 structures you need to destroy. Take them out, along with any enemy forces in the area. Then meet me at the extraction point. Good luck. Target neutralized.
Alright, cockpit.
Target down.
Alright, I need to... This is a new mech. I need to go to the weapon groups. Okay, so machine guns. We're going to put those on 3. That's the right bumper. Medium lasers on 1. Small pulse on 2. No, timeout. We'll go small pulse on 1. Medium lasers on 2. And the reason I did that is because 1 is the right trigger, 3 is the right bumper. So I can basically just hold both of those down when it's short range, because both of these are very short range weapons. So I really could go ahead and just put them all on 1 and not even have them on separate, buttons, but I have enough buttons to separate them, so why not? You know what I'm saying? But one of these arms, one of these punches, I can put on 4. 4 is the left bumper, where 5 is the right, pushing down on the right joystick. Boom. Okay. Focus on the objective, ignore everything else. Except for that. There's a shitload of vehicles coming in. Damn, dude, there is a shitload of vehicles. So if you look at my heat, I am generating heat. But that's another reason to separate those machine guns, because machine guns don't generate heat.
Target acquired.
Focus target has been updated.
Copy. We're on it, sir.
Now sometimes too, when you have 3 mechs in your land, or 3 AI pilots, sometimes it's better, because it gets really wonky and screwed up. Sometimes it's better to just individually tell them what to do,
Acquired.
rather than telling them as a group.
Target destroyed.
there's a mech.
New target, locust.
The locust. It'll rip this thing to pieces. Okay, yeah, stop in front of me so I can punch the shit out of you.
Target shared, engaging. I got
So instead of, well, never mind, I already destroyed it.
Sorry, Commander.
So in this case, like go to lands, and then just individually
Sorry, Commander.
tell them individually to attack the target instead of saying select all.
Can't target that. Focusing on issue target. Let's get that thing. Target is done. Target received. Engaging.
I got jump jets. Now because I took off some jump jets, my jump jet efficiency is not as good, but at least I can still jump. So I could have jumped over that wall. But notice my legs kind of caught the fucking wall on the way up, which killed my momentum, which then didn't go over the wall. So, kind of annoying. Alright. We got another mech. Oh shit, that's a Shadowhawk. No, 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 no. No, no, no. You guys form on me.
In far formation, Commander.
You guys move over here. Get the fuck away from that damn thing.
We are Oscar Mike.
Why are you guys still fucking around over there? Jesus, man. I told you to fucking move. That's what I mean, man. Like, damn, dude. When you have 4 pilots, they seriously get fucking stupid. That's why I really don't even like using 4. I prefer just to have 2 additional pilots with me.
Vehicle rolling in. Be sure to take it apart.
Damn it. Ugh. I don't even need to screw around with this shit. Like,
Target down.
kind of just dicking around here.
That
No, oh,
target
damn.
is
I see. I did multiple times. I told them to move to a specific location, and yet they're engaging this thing. Look at the damage they've done to it. So, just fucking take the damn thing out. And look, that fucking javelin. That javelin's about fucking toast. I'm getting pissed. Is why I keep dropping that fucking F-bomb.
in your footsteps.
Well, piss me off if that javelin gets destroyed. When I fucking told them to get over here, not to mess with that damn thing, they're over there fighting it. All right, they got it. Sons of bitches.
Enemy eliminated.
I want that javelin on me.
Follow the boss. Getting into formation, Commander.
Line kill.
Yeah, if I would have only brought 2 pilots with me and 2 mechs, that probably wouldn't have happened. They would have been on me, they would have went exactly where I told them to go. But anytime you got like all 4 like that, all you know, 3 additional pilots, 3 AI pilots, it always gets like freaking wonky as shit. At least one of them acts like a damn like village idiot.
Focusing the shared target.
Target destroyed.
Let's get you out of there, Commander. Stand by.
Which is why I was looking for a heavy mech. That way I could go ahead and do full drop. I could have full drop weight with a heavy mech and then 2 pilots, not 3. Like additional pilots, I mean. Like 3 total mechs. I don't give a shit about that damn Shadowhawk. That's good. That's good right there. Tier 2. Damn, dude. 3 of them popped up. But I only have 3 salvage points. Some tier 2 machine guns are cheap, but still, those are tier 2. But only 1 of them. Actually, I could get 2 of them. I want to keep that autocannon though. So yeah, I'm gonna pick up one of those machine guns. Machine guns are cheap though. Even higher tier machine guns are still cheap. Okay, yeah, that javelin was getting pretty tarred there. The other guys, they didn't take hardly any damage, but that javelin was getting pounded. Okay, noble cause. Just heard back from our employers. The syndicate has agreed to conducting ongoing negotiations with the miners. Thanks to your efforts, the payout we got will help offset some of our costs as well all around. I'd call that a good day's work, Commander. Nice job. SRM4, large laser. Hopefully that large laser is a decent... Oh yeah, tier 2 large laser. Perfect. Nice. Job rewards. We got the 30 ground vehicles. 500,000 C-bills. Reputation. New upgrade. Alright. Now, again, the missions up here, like, even though we are 5 reputation, I'm not exactly... I haven't found the mechs I wanted to, like, be ready for these kind of missions. So... kind of need to, regroup here and figure out what the hell we're going to do. See, like I was saying, all these missions are pretty much Davian versus Karita, and some independents caught in the middle. Yeah. So again, I could say screw Karita, go full-blown sword enemy and just start, you know. But I'd rather not. There's actually a lot of Karita missions that you can do, like working for them, that you ain't getting like your negotiation points are severely impacted with a negative reputation versus a positive reputation. So I think what I'm going to do though is head down into this area. I'm going to head down this way. But again, this being the campaign, the further away you move, the higher the reputation. So even though this would normally be like a low rep area for like a Liao campaign, like if you were to do a career versus the campaign, choosing Liao as your starting location, this down here would be the low rep area, but I don't think the campaign follows the same progressionary guidelines like that. So for right now, we kind of need to stay in this area back here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly over here just to hit that cantina, pick up some more cantina missions. Collect one spider. That's actually pretty easy, so that'll give us some experience on the mech collector, and is very low value. So I'm going to go ahead and pick that mission up. Collect 10 small laser tier 0. That's very cheap, but could take quite a bit of time. Collect 10 tier 0 flamers. Same thing. It could take some time to get that many. Let's see how many we've got right now. So, what was it? Flamers and was it small lasers? Yeah, small lasers and flamers. Which both are energy weapons. So small laser, there's only one here and I have none. Or no, I've got, oh wait, no, we have to go over to sell. I basically have 0 tier 0 small lasers, and there's only one here to purchase. So flamers, I have 1 tier 0 flamer, and how many to purchase? 0. So I've only got 4 missions, so I'm going to go ahead and pick them up both, because you can abandon them if you find another mission you would rather use. And to do that, you basically just go to objective log, click on it, or it says right there, you don't even have to click on it, just highlight it, and then hit triangle to abandon. So I'm going to go ahead and take these for right now, unless I find something better before I complete one of these other ones. I do not want to do either of those contracts. So I might go ahead and start running some arena missions. Oh, I've already gone through all that, didn't I? Of course, once I go here, it'll probably show. Again, what's irritating is every time I'm jumped, just kind of looking for something, it's costing money.
You looking for a dedicated mic?
Meet you. Affirmative, Commander.
No, thank you.
For pre-drop checklists.
Mech market, no thank you. Alright, so so it's highlighted. There's 3 flamers here, and they're cheap, 7,000. And then 1 small laser, again, they're relatively cheap. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, like, and subscribe. See you next time, blowing shit up.